So today I'm joined by Dr. Nnenna Ojigbani, who I've recently supported in securing her first GP position post CCT. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today, Nnenna.
You're welcome, Alexa.
So first of all, can I just ask, how did you come across Menlo Park initially?
So I heard about Menlo Park from my trainer. And my training practice just before I qualified was during one of our tutorial sessions, and we're just chatting about things about job options, and and he mentioned Menlo Park because at the time I was considering working as a locum to start with, because it was going to give me a fair bit of flexibility. So he mentioned Menlo Park, although he was at the time a partner at the surgery. He'd done a few locum jobs which he got through Menlo Park, so he recommended Menlo Park highly. So I already knew about Menlo Park. So when I was sending out applications, I'd done several on my own, but then I came across a job advert from Menlo Park, and I didn't think twice about applying.
Excellent. Did you have any reservations about working with an agency?
No, like I said, I mean, maybe if I hadn't had that discussion, obviously I don't have any prior experience working with an agency myself, or although I know people who have. So I don't know if I would have been as quick, to have applied through an agency if I hadn't had that discussion. But because I already knew about Menlo, so I didn't have any reservations at all.
Excellent news. And how long did it take for you to find the position that you've now accepted and started just this week?
Yeah, so it took just slightly over a week, 8 days precisely, from when the opportunity was first presented to me to when, from when I first applied to Menlo Park, as I had applied for 2 other jobs initially through Menlo Park, and then about a week later, when the opportunity came for this my present practice, was about 8 days.
Okay, so yeah, quite a swift time frame.
It was.
And would you recommend Menlo Park?
Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, it's been a good experience working with you. I mean, yeah, obviously there's a lot of job adverts out there and anyone can apply to them. But I think the thing that, sets, working with an agency apart, specifically Menlo Park, is that you have experience of a lot of GP surgeries. So particularly what was really helpful for me was, because I chatted to you about some of the other practices I had applied to, and you were able to give me some sort of behind the scenes or background information, which I wouldn't have known if we hadn't had that discussion. Because it's one thing to visit a surgery, and if you don't know anybody who has worked there in the past, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't
ordinarily find out,
know about, or be privy to. But you gave me that information, and it helped me sort of filter,
narrow your search a bit.
Yeah, and come to a quick decision.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with me about your experience. I really appreciate that, and best of luck settling into your new practice.
Thank you very much, Alexa.
You're welcome. Thanks, Nnenna.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye.